Hey guys, we have some exciting news today. So on August 5, Tuesday, Operation Shadows is gonna launch. It's an Oni themed operation and it's gonna have a lot of goodies including the Vestu Carbine and the Falcon. So new weapon, new vehicle, some awesome forge stuff, some premium Operation Pass armor sets. There's gonna be 4 of them, some Sandbox stuff, playlists, etc. So let's get into it. So before we go into the update, actually, Tuesday the new operation comes, but on September 9th, Operation Warpath will come, and on October 7th, Halloween 2, the operation, will be available too. So those are the operations, and now for more on next Tuesday. So yeah, the Falcon is actually coming. I told you guys, see, I was right. Well, the leaks were right, the people were right, yeah. So yeah, what makes it different in Halo Infinite? Well, you have both the grenade launcher and heavy machine gun. So port side grenade launcher and starboard side heavy machine gun. So it has one of each. And it also has 2 passenger seats. So you can have up to 5 people in the vehicle. Pretty good. That's like a Razorback, but for the skies. Although a Razorback can only carry, 5 people too. So that's pretty good. And it does not have a weapon for the driver, so you have to rely on your passengers. It's a teamwork vehicle, and it's pretty cool. So there's going to be a playlist, famished Falcons, which you'll be able to play with the Falcon on it, and it's going to be on certain BTB maps and also in Forge. So honestly, it's amazing we're finally getting the Falcon. It looks cool, good animations for switching seats. I'm excited for it. I think everyone's excited for it. Also, we have the Vestige Carbine. So it's a sort of a different take on the Carbine, reusing the shock rifle's animations, and it's pretty much the Carbine, but they had to reuse stuff. But hey, we have it, so that's exciting, that's good. So it's the lore behind it is that it was recently rediscovered from the Covenant's 3rd Age of Reclamation, and it's been reforged by the Swords of St. Helios. So yay, the friendly elites, the arbiter elites, they remade this weapon. And it's cool. I like it. So it's gonna be also in a playlist called Banished Slayer, so that's gonna be the starting weapon there. Actually, it's asymmetrical Slayer variant where you have either UNSC or Banished weaponry. So good, and it's going to be also on a few maps, and of course it's going to be there in Forge. Great that we have the Carbine coming back. I like it. It actually looks cool, and it reminds me of one of the cut Halo CE weapons. But yeah, so for the pass, there's going to be 50 tiers. 20 of them will be free. The others will be premium. So it's going to be from August 5th to September 9th. So the free stuff will include the Whisper armor set and Spartan points. So the Whisper armor set is the one you see. It's a regulation flight gear of Oni top stealth ship pilots. So it's a rarely seen armor, and it's an Oni pilot armor. That's what differentiates it from the rest. So there's also going to be the other premium armors, which include the Direwolf, which you can see is the Rakshasa one. It looks cool. It has a scarf. Finally, Rakshasa with a scarf. The Fire Serpent, which is the indigenous Mexica warrior one on the left. And the Aristos, which is the Prometheanite looking Chimera one. So you'll be able to unlock those if you pay like $10 for it, pretty much. So playlist wise, the Famish Falcon's party mode is a Falcon focused game type, CTF. 3-person crews must pilot the Falcon through a sky full of enemy warbirds to claim a lone flag and to get it back to the base to score. With 2 teammates on the guns and 3 angry Falcons on your tail feathers, you'll have to work together to stay afloat. As for the Banished Slayer playlist, it's an asymmetrical Slayer variant. So the Banished team will have the Vestige Carbine and a Pulse Rifle, also 2 spike grenades. The UNSC team has a Bandit Evo, the MA5K Avenger, and a pair of frag grenades. So now for Firefight, some playlist updates is that you'll be able to toggle between first person and third person modes with the touch of a button. So now that means there's going to be less playlists, but since they're not doubled, it's going to be much easier to select the playlist you want and much less confusing. Thank you. So you'll have the normal Firefight, King of the Hill, Linear Firefight, Grandpocalypse, and Fiesta. And there's going to be the difficulties. So no more too many playlists. It's going to be much better. And again, you can toggle however you want it in game. So with that, there's also the Extraction game mode update, which will have improved site icons, so you'll be able to differentiate which extraction site it is, and an updated extraction behavior. So if you capture one, if you try to extract one, the other one you won't be able to extract it anymore. And honestly, that was an annoying thing in extraction, because you would have, like, let's say, okay, you're extracting one site, then a teammate goes to extract the other, and if you extract any, if you convert back any of them, like, you lose. So that will prevent teammates from doing that, because it's annoying, honestly. Some more good news for you guys, but more work for me. There's gonna be 10 more customizable weapons on the weapon bench. So the new weapon that you'll be able to customize with all of the weapon customization will be the Vestige Carbine, the Mangler, the Stalker Rifle, the Pulse Carbine, the Cinder Shot, the Gravity Hammer, yay, the Sentinel Beam, the Disruptor, the Plasma Pistol, and the Ravager. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of customization, and that also means a lot of work for me, because I have to showcase all of them whenever there's a weapons coding. So yeah, hooray for you guys. More work for me, guys, but in the end, that's what's better. But yeah, expect more time to make videos. But anyways, good news with that. Also, the Falcon, as I said, will be added to Big Team Battle, and here are the maps: Thunderhead, Fortitude, Oasis, High Power, and Refuge. So it will be available on those, so I honestly want to try it a lot. Additionally, there's going to be some weapon and equipment tuning, including updated Mutilator audio, which should be more terrifying and distinct in gameplay. It's been enhanced somehow. The active camo will be from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. So watch out for active camo people in Castle Wars. The Hydra is now gonna be better. It has faster rate of fire, quicker lock-ons, and reduced reload times. So hopefully we get something more similar to the Halo 5 Hydra. And the Pursued Hydra has also been it has increased the reload speed, so faster, because it's it still needs to be more powerful. So hopefully we finally get the good Hydra. Now from Halo 5, like, it's still gonna be 3 shots for the Spartans instead of 2, but hopefully it's gonna be good enough. So the Ravager rebound is a bit weaker now, because it'll have 8 shots until it overheats. So yeah. We're also getting 2 new ranked maps. So Lattice, which is made by Timmy Forges, Cat Rat Atat, Del Soto, Hate Ice, Squally the Beans, and Ethan Hibbs, will be coming. And again, it's ranked. Also, Serenity is a version of Sanctuary, which was made by Unique, Mr. Greencastle, and Mick Rips. So 2 new ranked maps for you who play ranked. I'm guessing they're probably gonna make it in other places later on, like ranked doubles. So yeah. So the Vestige Carbine has been added to Lattice, Serenity, and the following ranked maps: Forbidden, Live Fire, Origin, Recharge, Solitude, and Streets. Now, this doesn't say, but I'm gonna guess that it also takes place in some of the weapon slots. I'm gonna guess, like the ones in the maps that you can pick up. Sometimes it's like a DMR or a battle rifle. Well, the DMR is the bandit is for the assault rifle, but I guess it takes place on the slot for the battle rifle or the commando. I'm gonna guess that, you know. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting it there. So now we have some amazing Forge updates. Most of you probably aren't, but it's still gonna affect you guys if someone makes a cool mode and it makes its way into matchmaking, or if you decide to play it. So the big thing is the radial menu interaction. You'll be able to have like menus now, and you'll be able to select stuff in it. It has over 500 in-game icons to customize. There's going to be more strings, and I hope that one day this will be used instead of the search and destroy current mode, which is pretty good, like genius with what we have, but this would be way more useful. So you're going to be able to make stuff where you select stuff. It's going to be cool, honestly. This is going to be really useful. There's also going to be custom input mapping where you have one custom button and it will choose an action. So it's going to be like nodes and so on. So let's say you want to have remember my portal map? You had to ping, right? Well, now you don't have to ping anymore. Well, you wouldn't have to ping anymore if I set it up. You would have the custom button, which is on controller, left on the D-pad. So we're gonna have a mega messaging update. In addition to prompt widgets, which will tell people like choose weapon, as you can see on the screen, or so on. There's gonna be expanded text strings. So over 1,600 words have been added. And remember, they have to translate that into other languages. That's why they can't have like as many as they wish in previous updates. So they did a lot of work for this. So that's a lot. 1,600 words have been added to the text strings. So there's going to be new UI templates. There's a few on the blog. An example would be current objective banners sandwich hunt, or you are the mythic sandwich gladiator. And yeah, so there's also going to be a print UI to message kill feed and a respawn message string. So when you're dead, you can still see some stuff pop up on the screen. There's also a personal score pop up, and there's also spawn mode object nodes, which will let you basically include certain objects in a certain way into mode brains. So now you can have those in there. There's also an override AI spawn area, which will override the contents of the spawner with a different AI spawner at a different location. So for more firefight type stuff, AI type stuff. So you will be able to interact with the Razorback inventory. So you know how you can put items on the back of the Razorback? Well, you'll be able to manipulate that and get stuff with that in the node browser. So there's going to be new nav marker icons. So there's going to be over 500 new icons for weapons, equipment, vehicles, skull, numbers, manufacturer's logo, and way more. So that's going to be pretty good. More icons, it's going to be more useful. So you'll be able to disable the flag nav markers, and something that I really am excited for too is the raycast functions. So what is raycasting? Basically, it's the game launches a ray. Think of it as a vector in space. It usually uses like whatever the player's looking at or other stuff, and it'll detect any objects going through it. Think of it as a bullet going through an item and detecting it. So this will let you do stuff like lasers that will kill people, or some custom gun stuff. So, well, hopefully you guys, if you guys know what raycasting is, you know it's going to be amazing and it's useful. And for example, for me, it would be useful in the portal mode, where I could just raycast stuff to select stuff near me, or I could I didn't release the second portal map, but it had some lasers that I had to do vectors and distance to vector object and areas to sort of simulate what they're actually giving us now, raycast, where it will just detect if something's in the line in the ray, and that's gonna be cool. So there's also, other than that, character type node updates, which is new casting, and there's more details on the blog about it. There's also get observers node element, which will basically help people interact who are in observer mode or sometimes dead. So essentially, you'll be able to use and interact with menus, or I believe, and some stuff, which will, I guess, let you control stuff even when you're the observer. So you can make some interesting game modes with that, where one person like sees everything, and maybe they can, like, imagine this: one person is observing, going everywhere, and is spawning stuff all around the map as he chooses. So like think of it like a dungeon master or something. So that's some really hefty and cool Forge updates. So now we have some footage from the HCS computers or whatever, and it has the shop updates. So we've got a little bit, but not everything. So there's going to be this bundle called Machine War, 3,200 credits. And it includes a few, well, it's a big bundle, so it includes a few things. One of them is this really, really cool set of armor called Emerald Nightmare. And it has like the ghillie suit, Rakshasa Spartan, the ghillie sniper, and it looks really cool. There's also a Chimera included in that, and it has, well, you can see it on the image right now, also a custom weapon model, and it looks pretty cool. Spec Ops, it looks cool. The Emerald Nightmare on its own is $2,000. I mean, 2,000 credits. Wow, dollars. That would suck. Then there's also the Legacy of Rukt, which is a bundle that includes 4 weapon models. So there's a Heatwave, which is a banished version of the Heatwave. So I guess like the banished modified it or took it or whatever. There's 2 Mutilator models, and they look pretty good. One of them has like, it's similar to Atriox's Gravity Mace. It has like the blades on the sides and looks cool. The other is a different take on it, like it could be some cool brutes. Brutes, they customize your weapons, they forge, they make, they just do stuff with your weapons. So though they look cool, especially the even hand. The Heatwave is called Vicious Heatwave, but even hand is the one with the blades on it. And then there's like this Banished themed Needler. Remember, guys, the Banished went on Suban and they started mining it, so I guess they're making their own Needlers now. It looks way more spiky, more brutal, and looks cool. So that's going to be a lot of work for me to cover all of these weapons, especially with the weapon coatings and with all of the new stuff. That's going to take a lot of work, but I'll get there. So yeah, it's a big update, lots of stuff, and yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.